Hi and welcome back to Falcon Web Studio video tutorials. In this video we're going to be covering the iNimbus installation of the theme and plugin. So let's get started here. I'm going to pull up my Firefox browser, and the site I'm going to be using for testing is mysunrisestables.com. At this point I would suggest that you use your site, whatever site that you would like to upload iNimbus to, and we'll get going here. So I'm going to just head over to the administrator page. So mysunrisestables.com/administrator. Then I'm going to log in, and at this point you should have already downloaded the theme and the plugin, both the Pro version. Um, Later on we're going to have another video talking about the differences of the Pro and Lite, and if you already installed the Lite theme and plugin, make sure you uninstall them here. Make sure you uninstall it in the template, make sure you uninstall the plugin, because you might have problems when you install the Pro version. So make sure you uninstall the Lite before you get the Pro version. So now that we're here on the administrator page, go to install. We're going to browse for our packages, and first thing I want to do is I'm going to upload the Pro template, and it worked successfully, installed just fine. Then I'm going to upload the plugin, and a little disclaimer, basically it just says make sure to enable the plugin. You know, just with all Joomla plugins you have to activate it after you install it. So right now if we go to plugin manager, it is disabled. So let's actually just go do some testing right now. We're going to go look at the site. Everything is installed and nothing changed on my site. If we go here, I actually have an iPhone simulator ready to go so we can do our iPhone testing. So I'm going to click Safari, and pulls up the site, hit refresh. Nothing changes because nothing is activated. So let's go and click Plugin Manager. We're going to click Display All because it's a little bit lower down here. Go down to iNimbus iPhone Plugin. We're going to click Enable. And if we go to our front page site, nothing should change. Because basically it says reroute any iPhone plugins to this theme of the same exact site. So what's going to happen is I'm going to hit refresh, and then it's going to look like crap. We need to do some formatting and some cleaning up, but just so we can see that it works, we're going to hit refresh, and there it is. So needs a lot of work to be done. It's still loading the front page site, but so far it doesn't look too bad. So first step, let's get an actual menu system in there, and then in a later video we'll talk about more module positions. So to get a menu in there, and this goes for the Lite version as well, what we need to do is we actually need to set the template to default, and I will talk about why we need to do that here in a second. So set this to default, head over to menus, and I have already done this in advance. As you can see, this is the main menu structure with so many items. And honestly, for me, in my opinion, this is too many items to display on an iPhone. So what I like to do is I like to create a mobile version, you know, with like 3 or 4 items. That way it doesn't fill up the screen with too much stuff. So I just created some more items. I created a new menu with 4 items, and I just linked to a couple articles there. Then we're going to go to Module Manager, and we're going to hit New. And this is why we needed to set the theme to be default, because when we create a new menu, hit Next, and then the position is going to be Mobile Menu. Now, if you don't set the template to default, then these options will not pop up. So we have to set it to default for these options to pop up. So click Mobile Menu. Show Title, we'll say no, and we'll just call it Mobile Menu. Sounds good to me. Oops. And then make sure you select the menu, the mobile version. Don't use the main menu because you're going to have formatting issues. So let's hit apply. It's all ready to go. It is enabled. Nothing changes on the front page site except for that it is set for default now. So we'll need to go change that here in a second. Let's test it on this. And yes, there they are. There's our menu. So I'm going to go back to the site. And we're going to put our regular site back to default. And then iNimbus is not default anymore, but the reason why we did that is so we can get those module positions. When we create more module positions, we'll need to toggle that and set it to default just for the moments that we need to create them, and then we can undo it. And as of right now, back to everything should look just fine, and on here should look just fine. So after we have all of that done, if you're having any display problems where it's coming to your default menu, make sure that your plugin is enabled. So just to double check, iNimbus iPhone plugin is enabled, and if you want to disable it, just click that off, and you're done. And that pretty much covers the installation of the theme and the plugin. Thank you very much.